up, YouTube? It's Lawn Lover coming into you middle of January here in Indiana. We got a little bit of a glazing of ice last night, so it's pretty slick outside this morning. So I'm going to do a quick video here on what I use for ice melt in the winter. I used to use whatever I could get my hands on and ended up with lots of turf damage in the spring. So it's very imperative you're mindful of what you're using on your drives and walks in the winter, and kind of being careful. It'll save you a lot of time and damage and trying to fix and repair in the spring. Here's what I typically use. Typically use this commercial grade. Look for something that says environmentally friendly. Brand name really doesn't matter in my opinion. I happened to pick this up at Lowe's on sale a couple months ago. I think it was 20 bucks for a 5-gallon bucket. I do like the buckets better just because if I have any left over from season to season, it will keep better. I can keep the moisture out of it, tuck it in my garage, and it'll last for next year. I typically go light. I don't use a ton of salt. Typically my drive gets a lot of sun, so it will melt based on the sun and stuff. So I do go light. I do stay away from the edges of the turf, which I'll show you here shortly, and I just use a typical hand spreader with it. So this is what I use. I just use, like I said, a little Scott's hand spreader. Pick this up real cheap. I also use it for grass seed. Make sure I rinse it out before you use it for grass seed in the spring. But I found this to be very easy, especially with a small drive like what I have. Spreads nice. I got more control over it than a wheel spreader, regular walk behind, and I love it. I got more control on the salt. You know, kept it more towards the middle. I do live on a hill, so it's imperative that I do salt. Otherwise, I get a lot more slickness and not being able to get up the driveway. Don't usually mess with the sidewalk much. If I do, it'll be super icy, but we just kind of got a thin glaze of ice. But the more time you take now on controlling where your salt goes in the wintertime, the less work you're going to have to do in the spring. So remember, the more time and care you take with salt in the winter, the less work you're going to have to do in the spring. Keep that salt off your turf, keep the damage off of it. You'll have a nice, lush, healthy lawn in spring, which will be less work you have to do to keep your lawn looking nice. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and let's get this channel growing for springtime. I'm looking forward to it.